Hey y'all, it's August the 31st, 2018 here in San Antonio, Texas. Y'all wanted to holler at y'all, and you can see as to why and what we're talking about real quick. This is a video by Starboard Disagrees, and I think that especially if you like listening to someone talking very slowly and concisely, and I do sometimes, Starboard Disagrees pretty good, and he's very good at breaking things down logically and stuff like this. He's doing a video, and he's been doing a lot of videos about South Africa. He's really been putting in that work. He's got 8.3 thousand, you know what I'm saying? Followers, pretty dedicated probably. So, he's talking about the Young Turks and stuff, and it's unfortunate that we had to keep bringing them up, but, they just happen to be good examples, right? The Young Turks. Now, I want to talk to the people out there who they're not real sure about what's going on, the types of things that are going on in South Africa. And they're not sure because, even and especially since Donald Trump started tweeting stuff on South Africa, he tweeted a couple times about a situation that, a lot of us were wondering when he was going to speak on it, and he eventually did. He's a very busy man. So he eventually did tweet about it, and then you'll notice that there will be a lot of news outlets and publications. What they'll do is they'll say, "Oh man, Donald Trump's lying. He's a liar. We don't like him. We hate him. We hate everything that he does and he says, and it's all lies, nothing but lies." So they jumped on this South Africa thing, and they were like, all this is a pish posh. This is garbage. This is rubbish, and you shouldn't be listening to Donald Trump or anyone else. All these other people talking about it. In fact, if they are talking about it, they're pretty much making it up, and they're making all up, all these statistics, and they're making a big thing out of nothing. These people, this is what the Young Turks and Cenk is saying. They're saying, well, these people are making it up, and it's nothing, and they're just blowing stuff out of proportion. And the whole agenda behind it, according to Cenk, is, it's just a white supremacist propaganda campaign, right? That's what he's saying. I mean, he literally is saying that, and a lot of people are saying that. So they jumped up, like you can see, right? So you might be a person out there, and you're wondering to yourself, well, I don't know what to believe, because I don't live in South Africa. I don't know anybody in South Africa. Is these things really going on, or are they not going on? Well, what's the dang deal? Right? It's very hard. I understand it's very hard to figure out what is the dang deal. However, I want you to think about this. All right, let's think about news organizations and reporters, investigative reporters, things of this nature. All right, let's say people were saying all these things about South Africa, and they were claiming all these things, which they've been doing for months and months. Let's say these people were doing it, and they were just kind of fabricating it and making it up, right? And they were lying about it, like, say, everybody, Stefan Molyneux, Lauren Southern, Starboard Disagrees, what's that, Black Pigeon Speaks. I mean, there's so many, so many. So many people have talked about this. All right, so let's say they were all making it up, all these people. Some of them misled. They really don't know what's going on. Okay, if that is the case, if you have like a legitimate news broadcast or publication, what you would do is you would say, okay, all sort of publications are saying this and that about South Africa. We don't know if it's true or not. Let's send people to South Africa to visit South Africa and go to the roughest parts, these parts where people are talking about, and let's go investigate. Because if these people are lying, which Cenk knows that everybody's lying, so he said, if he, for example, Cenk and the Young Turks, if they know everybody's lying, well, they'll send investigative reporters over to South Africa, the rough parts, and show that there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong going on over there at all, and there's nothing to talk about, and there's nothing to see. That's exactly what they would do, and especially because I bring that up because the Young Turks themselves, they bring in some money. They got a lot of subscribers. They bring in a lot of money. Thing is, they bring in a pretty good amount of money, and you got to ask yourself from all where they get their money from. You know what I'm saying? I believe that is going to be a very interesting question for you to ask, where they get all that money from. But the thing is, at the same time, what I got to let you know is they're actually losing all sort of money. Currently, I saw an article about it, and in that they had to fire all sort of people and let go all sort of people earlier. That's the thing. If your news publication is growing, like for example, InfoWars, they say, oh, it's not growing. The thing is, well, it happens to be gaining more and more people. So if it's not growing, it's really doing a bad idea because it keeps hiring more and more people. The Young Turks is the opposite. They had to let go of people, and the reason is because they're losing money. Right, losing influence. Now they're desperately trying to. So that's the thing. You see that they're desperate to disprove what all these publications are saying. Meanwhile, they're not going to send investigative reporters over to South Africa. Why? Because they don't have enough money? No, yeah, they have a lot of money. They could do that. They could do that if they wanted to. I don't think that they're going to want to. But they desperately want to prove to you that nothing's happening in South Africa. Why is that? Oh, who pays Cenk bills? I don't know. Like, what are the answers to these questions? I don't know. Figure it out. We'll figure it out soon enough. Just like we figured out Cenk used to say some disgusting things about women all the time. And this is just widely documented. I'm not like speculating that he did it. He did do it and admitted to doing it and then claimed that he used to be a conservative, as though that makes any sense at all. And it doesn't. Anyways, y'all, this is August 31st, 2018, and that's how you could tell. That's how you could tell if people really want to get down to the bottom of the news, is if they actually took their reporters' asses to South Africa to check it out. No, they're not going to do that. Why? Probably because it's too dangerous. They know that they shouldn't do it. And I'll holler at y'all later. It's August 31st, 2018. I appreciate y'all.